2011, when the then Minister of Police Affairs came out with an advertorial insisting that the next day, the 5th of May 2011, was going to be the deadline for persons who use vehicles with tinted glass. As at that time, there were merits in that declaration, in the sense that the rising incidence of insecurity was already building up. And so we saw it. But if you looked through the directive, you would find that an aspect of it was very, very annoying. And that was that the general public was banned from the use of tinted glass, with exceptions. Those who were exempted were the president, the vice president, the governors, their deputies, the Senate president and his deputy, the House Majority Leader, Speaker, of course, just those category of politicians. Now, and there was express directive contained in the same statement, insisting that commissioners of police and all men and officers of the police officer were hereby mandated or directed to commence physical apprehension of persons except those who were exempted. And I was asking myself, where is Mr. Chamberlain in this exemption? What of Malachy? Are we now lesser Nigerians by reason of our political status in Nigeria? To what extent do we suffer this indignation simply because we are not members of the National Assembly or in the executive arm of government? And on the night, which was 4 days later, after making a few calls to draw their attention, I formally wrote the Minister of Police Affairs, the Inspector General of Police, and even the Attorney General, all duly acknowledged. Yet, my letters were discountenanced. I didn't even get a reply. So the only option left for me was to approach the court in May, where we sought for judicial review, by way of an order of certiorari, to quash that directive. Essentially because it is discriminatory. Discriminatory in the sense that those whom you have exempted are the same category of Nigerians who, to our knowledge now, are entitled to very huge security votes. In short, Governor Okorocha, informed the general public that they collect as much as 6 billion naira as security votes. With 6 billion naira, you can buy an armored tank, you can buy bulletproof vehicles, you can protect yourself against any form of insecurity. Yet, these are people who also don't move alone. So beyond the financial security, they also have a retinue of physically armed security officers drawn from all the security agencies to protect them, protect their wives, protect their mistresses. In short, some of them are in their respective villages, guarding them to the detriment of the larger percentage of Nigerians. And I saw that clearly as a very clear play of discrimination in the country. And then when we did not get any response and we were in court, I said, okay, we will have to deal with this matter once and for all. And they entered appearance. As I speak with you, they have filed this defense. I'm talking of the 3 respective respondents to the action. They have effectively joined issues with me. And while we were in court, we are before Justice Okechukwu Okeke of the Federal High Court Ikoyi since 2011. All the time they come from Abuja, and we have the names and records.
So if they are still in court, why this?
So this is actually the kind of impunity, the kind of recklessness that some of us are out to challenge. If we are in court if you have entered appearance, if you have joined issues by way of responses, counter affidavits, written submissions in opposition to my suit, you can only be overreaching the judiciary if you are continuing with the very exact reliefs that we are seeking before the court.
So according to the law, they're supposed to stay action if the matter is in court.
Of course, they are supposed to be pending the determination of the matter. Once you are aware, and this time around, I'm not just talking of being aware, they have joined issues. They have responded. They have taken concrete steps in opposition to the suit. And therefore, I was taken about to...
And you think they are aware?
Well, I don't know how else you talk about.
And yes, how does it work?
Knowledge in law it can be dispensed with. Once you're already in court, you have even as little as constructive knowledge.
What should the court do in this case?
Well, we are crying out to say that the judiciary should not just be treated with ignominy simply because the police is involved.